Hello friends, I am Dr. Manish Sarkar, consultant psychiatrist at Delhi. Today I am going to talk about depression. Depression is considered as the common cold of all psychological disorders, and it is manifested through a lot of various indicators. By depression, it does not only mean tearfulness or sadness of mood, but it rather refers to a range of mood symptoms which are intense, distressing and longer lasting for the individual. Depression causes significant impairment in the socio-occupational functioning of an individual. There are certain symptoms of depression. Now, what are those symptoms of depression over which we can diagnose depression? These are sadness of mood, decreased interest in any activities which were pleasurable earlier, decreased self-esteem, decreased confidence levels, decreased concentration for any work, decreased attention span, feel of guilt, lack of motivation for any work which otherwise was present earlier, and also deterioration in biological functioning in form of decreased sleep and loss of weight because lack of appetite, and finally significant deterioration in socio-occupational functioning of an individual. Now, all these symptoms are not present in a same individual. There can be a cluster of depressive symptoms which are present in an individual, and if these symptoms are present for a period of at least 2 to 3 weeks, then we can diagnose depression. Now, what is the current scenario of depression? The incidence of depression is increasing day by day. It is estimated that 10% of the population at any given point of time is suffering from depression and require intervention. It is estimated that by 2020, depression will be the leading health problem around the world, and definitely it calls for intervention. It is estimated that around 340 million people worldwide is suffering from depression, and to add to it, it is estimated that 1 in 6 person above 25 years has that level of depression which requires intervention. Depression is not only a state of mind. There are emotional and physical symptoms of depression as well. So, what are the emotional symptoms of depression? These include sadness of mood, easy fatigability, anxiety symptoms, decreased concentration levels, apathy, etc. Which are the physical symptoms of depression? Person can complain of headache, multiple unexplainable otherwise body aches and pain, backache, and definitely biological function deterioration, that is decreased sleep and decreased appetite. It is found that depression is causing significant impairment in the functioning of professionals these days, because there is a higher incidence of depression both in male and female in the working place. So definitely it is reducing the productivity of the individual. Now, is there any difference of incidence of depression in male and females? It is seen that depression is twice as common in males than in females. A combination of various social, psychological, environmental, occupational and definitely biological hormonal factors are responsible for that. If you are talking about depression, there are various forms of depression as well. So what are these forms? Depression can be classified into a major depressive disorder, minor depressive disorder, dysthymia, postpartum depression, seasonal mood disorders where the person has fluctuation in mood or depressive symptoms depending on it, and also bipolar disorders. Now the question arises, does the depression only arise by itself or it can coexist with other disorders? It is seen that there is higher incidence of depression along with other psychological disorders, and if it is detected that other psychological disorders also has depressive symptoms, it has to be promptly identified and treated because otherwise it leads to significant morbidity. Various serious physical condition also has depression. To name a few: heart diseases, stroke, endocrinal disorders like diabetes, Parkinson's disease, etc. It is seen that if depression is present along with any of these disorders, it increases the morbidity of that particular disorder. So depression in these cases has to be identified, and depression is a major risk for suicide. The incidence of suicide is increasing day by day. India is supposed to be the suicide capital of the world. So if it is so, if any depressed person is complaining of death wishes or suicidal ideations, it has to be taken seriously and it has to be intervened. Now there are certain risk factors for depression. What are those risk factors? Basically, if these risk factors are present, then a person can develop depression, and in that case these risk factors are to be identified and see what best can be done regarding this. To name a few: unemployment, marital and financial strain, and definitely use of alcohol, cannabis and various other drugs. If any person has alcohol, cannabis or any other drug dependence, it has to be promptly treated because they constitute one of the very important risk factors for depression. Now coming to the road to recovery, how to manage depression. If you identify depression in yourself, or say in some family members or in your friends, seek for help and support, and definitely seek professional help. Seeking the help from the mental health professional is most important. Many effective treatment of depression are available these days. These include medications. There are various antidepressant medications are available which definitely bring down the symptoms of depression. Irrespective of that, there is psychotherapy and so on. So if you identify a person having depressive disorder, it has to be brought to the notice to the mental health professional, and very good outcome in the amelioration of the symptoms is possible in those patients. In conclusion, I would say that depression has become a menace to the society. So early identification and treatment is very important for a better outcome of the patient.